What's up, guys? It's Tyler from Risk Life News back with another trade recap from today's live stream. We were able to make $1,000, a little over $1,000, while trading live in front of all four of you that tuned in to watch. But hey, it's all good, baby. I appreciate each and every one of you that are tuning in on the live streams and watching. We're just getting started. It's only up from here. But we were able to make $1,000 today. And I just recorded this trade review video with my mic off. Apparently, I just went to edit it and upload it, and it had no audio, which is funny because when I started today's live stream, people didn't join for a little while, and I ranted for a solid 20, 30 minutes with my mic off. I don't even know why. I've never hit the off button on my mic. I think OBS is turning it off. But here we are. I'm doing this trade recap again for you all. After just doing it without any audio. But like I said, we had a good day today. And the thing about today is we had to put on our rally cap. If you go back and watch the live stream, it's probably 2 hours long. We threw on the rally cap. The rally cap was I took my hat, flipped it upside down, inside out. Boom! That's what we call the rally cap. And we were able to go from red to green. We were down, I think, maybe $250, $300 at some point, and we ended the day up a little over $1,000 by catching some longs. And let's get into it, right? So today at 8:30 a.m., we had the CPI data, which gave us the morning pre-market pump. So you can't see my cursor until I click over here. My bad. So here, right here at 8:30 a.m., we had the CPI data, which CPI data came out as expected. It was expected to be a certain amount, came out as expected. I don't have the numbers in front of me, but CPI wasn't above or below the expected numbers. It met expectations, which gave the market the pre-market push. Now, this white line here is our upper level that we had. Let me get these numbers in front of me real quick. I apologize. All right, so the upper level that we had, which we rejected, was rejected after the CPI data was 23,785.25. We also had the previous day's high at 23,804.50. We had the lower level down here at 23,606.25. And if you look at the pre-market session, we sold into this lower level twice in the overnight session and held. So I liked that coming into today. And then we also had the CPI data spike. I actually took 3 L's before I took a win. One of them was I took a pre-market trade. I like trading in continuation of the trend after the data. I think a lot of times if the data has a spike, higher, that we're going to go and get that spike at some point. To be honest with you, a lot of times with data, you might take out the upper spike and the lower spike, which is what happened at this point in today, eventually. But CPI data spike, pullback, pre-market, I took a long right in this pre-market area, which ended up being right around our opening print. This yellow line is our New York opening print. This lower yellow line is a Globex opening print. But I took a long here, and that was basically a FOMO defense long, where I was like, I don't really have any levels in play here. We got the pullback after the data. We have an uptrend going. In case the market decides to open and just continue to rip our faces off, I want to have a little something on. So I put 4 micros on with a stop under this low, and let's get into that a little bit more. This is a 5-minute chart. And I'm actually going to put on the 2-minute chart just so we can see this a little bit more in depth. All right. So this 2-minute candle right here is our opening candle at 9:30 a.m. So this initial candle came down, spiked me out, gave me my first loss on the day as we swept these lows. This wasn't, to be honest with you, this wasn't a good trade. Like I said, it was basically a FOMO defense trade in case the market decided to rip. I gave it like a 20-point stop. I was expecting to kind of get stopped out as market opened. It just didn't have the room that it really needed. But after I got stopped out, we immediately reversed it. As we got back above the opening print, I took a second entry around 23,740, maybe 23,745. And what I wanted to see was us get over this hourly level and get over previous day's high, maybe trade sideways up here a little bit. I maybe would have even added at that point, and then make new all-time highs. That was what I was aiming for. So I didn't take any trims. So first stop loss on the initial push down, that first 2-minute candle. Re-entry, we were up pretty decent on this trade, about 40, 50 points. But I didn't take any trims. I kept my stop under the New York low. And we rejected previous day's high, rejected the level pretty harshly, and we started to sell off. I do believe there are also tweets from Trump at this point in time. I didn't see this till after the market. Watching Trump's tweets is something I should probably start doing more because they do seem to move the market. But he went on a little tweet rant about suing Jerome Powell for who knows. I don't know. He wants rates to be cut because he wants the economy to be better. I don't know. I'm not getting into politics. I don't know anything. I think they all suck. So anyway, we got this pullback, second stop out here, and then the third. I actually took 3 losses before we ended up flipping green. Third entry was, if you look at NQ, MNQ doesn't show it. Looks like these lows are equal, but on NQ, this 2-minute spiked below this 2-minute. And then as we got back up above, we were putting in an engulfing candle. An engulfing candle is if it's below and above the previous candle, it engulfs that previous candle. So I took an entry on the break above this 2-minute high, which obviously went a little bit higher and then failed pretty quickly again. So I'm now 3 losses. At this point, I almost walked away for the day because I'm like, anything else feels like I'm over trading. But on stream, I mentioned, I think we may fill the gap. We got to come down and fill the gap. And if we fill the gap, I'll give us one more long trade. So what we did from there is we ended up filling the gap, coming down, trading the Globex opening print, giving us a little wick holding. We got put in this little 2-minute doji holding. And then we took our entry right around here somewhere, right? Now, here's what I will say. On the first 3 losses, all 3 losses, I took an entry with 4 micros. So 4 micros lost, 4 micros lost, 4 micros lost. On this, I'm like, okay, at this point, you've been over trading. You're now red, decent. You're red on the day. We're most traders at that point in time, what you want to do is they naturally want to increase their size because they want to make the loss back and then some. So they're like, oh, I'm going to put on, 6 or 8 or 10 micros to try to make up the 3 losses that we just had of 4 micros. But what I decided to do is like, I'm going to go 2 micros, give it some room and see how price action plays out. So we gave it the room. We did 2 micros. It worked pretty quickly immediately. We got this 2-minute pullback. I averaged in on this pullback with 3 more micros. So now I'm in with 5 micros. My entry ended up being, my average price ended up being around 23,670s. And my target was back at previous day's high. So a little over 100 points is what I was aiming for. And from there, we just end up holding this well. We quickly got back up above the opening print, which was key to me. Holding above the opening print was key to me. We had this little spike. We were moving sideways for a while here. At that point, I started to trail my stop pretty tight. I moved it up into profits, and we just held well. And we held, and we held, and eventually, this is, I would consider this to be a 2-minute bull flag. You got your flag pull here. You got your sideways movement. That's your actual flag, right? We had one more pullback here into the OP, which then rallied, and we were able to get that pop back up, and I took my exit on this 2-minute push right here. And yeah, we were able to rally, erase 3 losses, and that is the power in being able to hold your winners well. You can erase 3 losses with 1 good trade. My trading mentor says this a lot. It's like when you're in a losing streak, all it takes is 1 good trade, right? So just stay patient, stay ready, and don't get too discouraged when you're in a losing streak. 1 good trade can erase 3, 4 bad, not even bad losses, just 3, 4 losses. And we were able to hold it well today. Now, in retrospect, I wish I held it a little bit better than I did. And normally I'm pretty good at holding for trend days. But after 3 losses and a win and a nice win, I was just a little bit mentally tired, and I was happy with the dollar amount. And I thought, why try to push it anymore? Let's just go enjoy the rest of the day. So yeah, that's the recap. $1,000 today. So hopefully you gain some value out of this. I know I'm just kind of ranting. These trade recaps, I'm not really like prepping anything. I'm just kind of like hopping on and just kind of talking about what happened during the day without any real prep. And I don't know, maybe I need to prep a little bit more for these. But please let me know in the comments, you know, what I can do differently in these trade recaps that will help you learn more from them, gain more value from them, because that's the goal here. So if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, please leave a comment, give me some feedback. I'm very open to constructive criticism. And yeah, we're gonna be back again tomorrow. Monday up $400, Tuesday up $1,000. We're $1,400 up on the week so far, 2 days in. So off to a good winning streak. We had fun. We had a good time on this stream today. Also, top one futures. This sale only goes until Thursday. It ends Thursday. Code FUNDME gets you 55% off instant funded accounts. No eval, no challenge, no test. You can start earning towards your payout from your very first trade. The best deal you can get. And actually, until Thursday, I think you can use the code STACK5. So FundMe gets you 55%. And then if you do STACK5, you might have to do a capital S. STACK5 gets you an additional 5%. So you can literally get 60% off instant funded accounts until Thursday at midnight. So take advantage of that before it's gone, because it's the best price you'll ever get on an instant funded account. I promise you. But hey, if you took the time to watch this video, if you're rocking with Risk Life News at all, I love you. I appreciate you. Mwah. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.